everyone, and welcome back to the V-Spot. For today's episode, I want to highlight the notion, do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes. And I'm going to use that in two different contexts today. One, in terms of your future, and two, in terms of this very moment and the past. And so let me elaborate. This is your life, right? And I want to invite you today to take some time to think about what it is that you dream of doing from this moment forward. Now, call it what you may. Some people call it a bucket list. Other people call it a wish list. Other people say dreaming. Whatever it is for you, whatever title resonates, I want you to think about this today and get clear on some of the things that you want to experience, to do, to have, to feel in your life. And so we're looking towards the future at this particular moment, right? Your next chapter has not been written yet, and you have possession of the pen. So taking some time to think about your future and land on what it is that you want to create in your life is, in essence, what we'll refer to as the life you dream of living, the life that you dream of living. And so once you land on a couple of those things, right? And look, if you need some help, look in the major areas of life: relationships, career, finances, wellness, fun and adventure, creativity. Those are just a couple of examples. If you need support, look there. What do you want to experience? What do you want to call forward for your life? And once you land on a couple of these things, what I mean by do whatever it takes is just that. Do whatever it takes to get you to the finish line on what it is that you landed on. Right now, oftentimes it's not a simple, let's go in this direction and keep progressing and one day after the next take action. Because as you know, life has its ups, its downs, its, circular curveballs and all of the things in between. And so that's why I mention the current time and the past. Because as you are journeying to experience the life that you dream of living, there will be some bumps in the road. And I'm inviting you to try on this idea of do whatever it takes when it comes to where you are right now and what from the past may have a hold on you. What comes up for you as you seek to create the life that you dream of living? Because it happens. It's part of the human experience, right? We have memories, we have experiences, we have thoughts, feelings, the things that we struggle with, the ways that we view ourselves, view the world, view others, the things that hurt us, the things that pull us down, how we pull ourselves down, right? There's a lot of variables. And so this conversation today is somewhat of a quick one, but it's a call to action to do whatever it takes. When we're in a conversation of going after your dreams, and I don't care what dreams they are, right? Because yours are yours. They're going to look different than mine. And mine are going to look different from the next person. It's a personalized journey. And so what you want is solely for you. You don't have to explain it, justify it, rationalize any of it to others. This is your journey. And so when you land on what it is for you, I'm inviting you to step into the premise, do whatever it takes. And the bigger the goal, the bigger the dream, the bigger the bucket list item, if you will, the more complex the road to get to it. And nonetheless, do whatever it takes, right? And when you are in pursuit of one day at a time, one moment at a time, and you are taking the actions and moving and looking at what needs to be done to get you across the finish line, a lot will arise. And that is where I am inviting you to embrace the idea of do whatever it takes in terms of healing, in terms of processing and moving through anything from the past. And the past may be 5 minutes ago. It doesn't have to be childhood. It can be yesterday at work. It could be, last week in a disagreement with your partner. It could be an hour ago on a conversation with a parent. Healing is not about going all the way back decades and decades and decades. It can be, but that's not all that it involves, and so I invite you to recognize that healing is a lifestyle, in that as long as we are alive, we have things to heal from. And that's why I'm talking about the now as well as the past, because it's going to call you forward, the life that you dream of living, that wish list, that bucket list, that vision you have, for how you want to navigate and what you want to experience. It's going to require you to move through some things. And oftentimes, and I'm speaking from experience, on the journey to and through whatever it was, there's been a million times where I opted to just be like, forget it. This is, there's so many layers. This is hard. Right. But nonetheless, when it's something I really wanted, I always found myself back again, starting the process because it's something I really wanted. And so do whatever it takes is a mantra. It's a affirmation. It's a call to action. It's a reminder that you get to move through anything that's happening, right? Commit, call yourself forward, recommit, keep going, and do whatever it takes, so that not only is your future going to involve the things that you want to experience, but your now gets to be experienced the way you desire it. And the peace with what is behind you gets to set you free. And so I wanted to stop in today. In lots of conversations with lots of different people in the last 2 weeks, there's been various reasons and various obstacles and challenges, if you will, that has led me to this idea of coming to you today to remind you, to let you know, to encourage you, to motivate you, to inspire you, to do whatever it takes, even sitting down right now and looking at the major areas of your life and asking yourself, what is it that I want to experience? What is it that I want to create? Get it on paper, right? And then remind yourself every day, every hour, every few minutes, if need be, to do whatever it takes to get you to that place, right? Because this isn't a rehearsal. There are no do-overs. And so there's an opportunity right now to get clear on what you want, and then make the commitment and the promise to yourself that as hard as it is, as long as it takes, as complex and unknown as some of the variables are connected to it, there is the willingness, the commitment, the dedication, the persistence, the discipline to do whatever it takes to get you where you are going, right? And again, it's going to look different for everybody. So I invite you to not pay attention to what anybody else is doing. This one is for you. This is personal. And in the name of your future, in the name of your now, and in honor of the past, do whatever it takes, right? Do whatever it takes to make your dreams come true, to set yourself free, to access peace of mind, to heal, to grow, to learn, right? To love, to take risks, all of it. Only you can do this work. So it's my hope that whoever hears this, you are fueled or refueled with what's possible when you look yourself in the mirror and say to yourself, do whatever it takes. So I want to hear from you. So let me know whether it's by email, Intentional Healing and Wellness on Facebook or Instagram. What is it that you are up to? Are you in a commitment to do whatever it takes? And is there something that warrants your attention from the standpoint of intentional healing so that we can be with it, process it, move through it, and build the life that you dream of, one action step at a time? Right. So it's my hope that you got exactly what you needed from this particular segment. I am looking forward to doing what it takes in my own life. And I can't wait to hear from you all to see what you're up to, what it is that you are working towards. And if you need support, want a journey together, you know where to find me. Until we meet again, to be continued.